Hello everyone. This is your teacher, Mrs. Namira Zahid, and here today we are going to learn about the digestion in stomach. So this is our next topic, digestion in stomach. How digestion occurs in stomach, as this part is the continuation of digestion in humans. All right. So digestion in stomach means this is our stomach, and we know that stomach is a bag-like structure. Let's find out what stomach is. Stomach is a bag-like muscular structure. It is made up of muscles, and the structure of stomach is, this is the end, which is called cardiac end, and it is connected to esophagus, cardiac end. It has the muscles which are called sphincters. So these are called cardiac sphincters. Okay, they control the entrance of the food. The bolus will enter into the stomach from the esophagus, and these sphincters are controlling. When the food or bolus enters the stomach, these sphincters will close the passage, and they just open to allow the bolus to enter the stomach. Similarly, here on the other side, here we have this is the pyloric end of the stomach, and at this end we again see that there are sphincters. These sphincters are again the muscle fibers, muscles, and these are called pyloric sphincters. They control the flow of food or the movement of food from stomach to the small intestine. Okay, here we have small intestine connected to the stomach. Got it? So this is how our stomach is. And this stomach is actually the muscular bag-like structure. It can hold almost 1 liter of food at a time, and 3 to 4 hours our food remains in our stomach. So what happens in our stomach? The food is actually broken down into further simpler and the soluble form. Here the bolus, which is semi-solid in nature, it enters the stomach, and inside the stomach there is a juice which is filled. Okay, the stomach is filled with the juice. Okay. Here in this way the stomach is full of juice. This juice consists of 3 components, and this juice is called gastric juice. So 2 types of digestion take place in stomach. One is the physical digestion or mechanical digestion, which occurs by the contraction and relaxation of stomach walls. These stomach walls are actually contracting and relaxing to produce churning action. Okay, and that is called mechanical digestion, which occurs by the churning action of walls of stomach. Okay, and the other type is chemical digestion. So chemical digestion occurs due to the presence of gastric juice. Gastric juice contains 3 components. Number 1 is hydrochloric acid. Number 2 is an inactive enzyme, pepsinogen. And number 3, it contains mucus, which is a water-like substance. Okay, so the stomach is responsible for digestion of proteins mainly. Here, let's find out how stomach digests our food. I'm drawing the stomach. Okay, this is esophagus, and this is stomach, which is the bag-like structure. This esophagus is esophageal part. This is the cardiac end of the stomach. This is the pyloric end of the stomach, and this whole is the body or fundus of stomach. So the mechanical digestion in stomach is occurring by the churning action of walls of stomach. And there are three types of muscles in the walls of stomach: longitudinal muscles, transverse muscles, and oblique layers. So these are actually contracting in this, and in this direction. So when they are contracting and relaxing in all three dimensions, the food is ground or churned. Now, as we have discussed that the stomach is actually responsible for the chemical digestion of food due to the secretion in stomach, which is called gastric juice. So it is included in chemical digestion in stomach. So how chemical digestion in stomach occurs? It occurs due to the presence of gastric juice. This juice, which is secreted by the stomach cells, is called gastric juice, and this gastric juice consists of three components: hydrochloric acid, pepsinogen, and the third component is mucus. Okay, what are the functions of these three? Hydrochloric acid is an acid. Okay, the function of hydrochloric acid is to maintain the necessary pH for the function of enzyme and to kill the bacteria. And the third function is it activates the enzyme pepsinogen into pepsin. This pepsinogen is an enzyme which is inactive form, and this mucus is water-like substance which is actually released to protect the walls of the stomach from being digested. So if this is the stomach and we are going to talk about the chemical digestion, the liquid which is present inside the stomach is gastric juice, and the gastric juice is consisting of HCl, it consists of pepsinogen, and the third is the mucus. It consists of mucus. What is the role of hydrochloric acid? Let's find out the role of hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is the acid which kills the germs or bacteria if they are entering into our stomach with the food. The second function of HCl is it activates the inactive enzyme pepsinogen to pepsin, which is the active form. And the third function is it maintains the necessary pH, provides the pH necessary for the function of enzyme. Okay. Now, what is the function of mucus? Mucus is water-like substance. It protects, it lines up the walls of the stomach and it protects the walls of the stomach from being damaged by enzyme and acid. Okay, so it protects the walls of stomach from being damaged by this acid or this enzyme. Pepsinogen is an enzyme and it is inactive form. It is secreted in inactive form just to protect the stomach. If it is secreted in an active form, then it will digest the stomach walls because it is a protein digester. So it is a protease enzyme. It will digest proteins. So pepsinogen, when reacts with HCl, in the presence of HCl, it will be converted to pepsin enzyme, which actually breaks down proteins to peptones and peptides. Okay, peptone and peptides. All right, so this is all about the chemical digestion in stomach. As soon as the food is digested in the stomach, the food is actually propelled or allowed to go into the small intestine, and now the food is called chyme. The food from esophagus to stomach is in semi-solid form, which is called bolus. Okay, and when the food enters from stomach to small intestine, it is in liquid form, which is called chyme. Okay, now the small intestine is the next part where the digestion completes. Digestion of food will be completed, and the absorption of food takes place. Okay, absorption of food. This will be in another lesson. Thank you so very much to stay with me, and I'll be sending some more videos which are really interesting for you. Thank you.